Dr. Marie Hoying here, coming in from Foundation Chiropractic in Dublin, Ohio. I want to wish you guys all a happy new year. It's already over a weekend, but hey, I hope it's off to the most amazing, healthy start. So tonight, I'm going to be sharing with you a little bit about how the science behind helping kids kick that sickness that just seems to linger around and stick around this time of year for so long. And the way that I'm going to do that is it's going to be a pretty brief conversation. So just to give you a heads up, I'm not going to be going into a lot of detail, but hopefully it's enough to the point that you guys understand it all makes sense. So again, I'm going to start out by asking you a couple questions. And I'm doing that because I want to get you thinking. So I'm sure most of us have had some sort of cut or scrape on our leg at some point in our life, right? We all have. But it's probably not there anymore. Why? What happened? And I know we're on live video, and so I know that you guys can't answer, except you can leave some comments, but I'm not going to be reading those right now. I'll look at them later. But I'm pausing because I want you guys to think. What happens? Your body heals it, but how? What controls that? It's your brain. Your brain controls everything. And the way that it communicates with the rest of your body is through your nervous system. So your brain sends all these signals down your nervous system to your leg, telling it exactly which cells, exactly what to do to heal that part of your leg. It's pretty amazing. What protects your nervous system though? It's your spine, right? Your spine protects your nervous system. So do you guys think that if there were interferences within that nervous system, do you think that it would take a longer time for that leg to heal? It absolutely would. You guys, you live your life through your nervous system. The nervous system controls everything. And so it's my job to make sure that that nervous system is functioning at its best. So what does this have to do with kids and sickness? And I'd say the first question that needs to be asked there is, how can an infant get an interference within the nervous system? And the most common way that I'd say probably 99% of you would never guess is by birth. Birth is not an easy process. It's not easy for the mom, but it's also not easy on the baby. I personally have not experienced it. I'm hoping that there's some of you mamas out there that I know you guys have, and I know you know it's not easy. But especially in today's world, with all the interventions, whether it's C-section or induction or forceps or vacuum birth, you guys, it's not easy. The birthing process can put 60 to 90 pounds of pressure on that baby's neck. 60 to 90 pounds of pressure. That amount of force on an infant's neck can easily cause a misalignment or a fixation in that neck. And what happens when these bones in that upper part of the neck, when they become locked up and they don't move how they're supposed to, this causes mixed signals to the brain. What these mixed signals are it's a decreased amount of proprioceptive signals. And proprioception is your brain's way of perceiving what's going on in the physical realm of things at any given second in time. So it tells me that my arm's out here. It tells me that my toes are moving right now. But it also it's what calms and relaxes your senses. And it's really what makes your brain efficient. So when these bones lock up, not only does it cause a decrease in proprioceptive signals, but it also causes an increase in nociceptive signals. Nociception is the bad stuff. Nociception is the stress-causing annoyance, noise, disorganization within the brain. And so these infants from such a young age, they're getting these mixed signals sent to the brain. And when these mixed signals, the more and more that these mixed signals are sent there, the more that it causes an imbalance within the nervous system. This imbalance within the nervous system is known as dysautonomia. And so what happens when the perception of a subluxation, when it reaches the brain perceives that as stress. And stress activates your sympathetic fight or flight response. You guys, the brain and nervous system control everything. They're the air traffic control center for your entire body. And there are two modes of operation. You have a sympathetic fight or flight gas pedal mode, and you have a parasympathetic rest, digest, calm brake pedal mode. The sympathetic fight or flight state, that's, to give an example, let's say you're a caveman and you're down at the river, you're drinking some water, a saber-toothed tiger jumps out at you. You have two options. You can either stay there and try and fight this tiger off, which if you have any bit of a brain, I'm guessing probably not going to unless you're maybe Rocky. But a lot of us, we're probably gonna run. We're gonna try and run away from this tiger, get away. And when you're in this sympathetic state, there's a couple things that you're physiologically gonna be concerned with, and there's a couple things that you're not gonna be physiologically concerned with. And when you're running from this tiger, you're not gonna be concerned about stopping off on the side of the road, stopping at the porta potty, and going to the bathroom. You're just not gonna be worried about that at that time. You're also not gonna be worried about if someone runs up next to you, sneezes on you, and the cold virus attaches to your mucous membrane and decreases your immune system. When you're in the sympathetic state, it shuts down your digestive system. It shuts down your immune system. And so when these bones in that upper part of the neck, when they misalign and they lock up, that is what causes these mixed signals, which stimulates the sympathetic response. And these kids get stuck in this sympathetic state. That's what weakens, that's what downregulates their immune system. That's why they have such a hard time getting over these colds, these flus, these viruses. And up in that upper part of the neck too is where a majority of the nerves that control the immune function, that modulate the immune function, are located. And so those interferences within that nervous system, again, the locking up of the bones, the mixed signals to the brain, the stuck in sympathetic response, causing this imbalance within the nervous system, causing this dysautonomia, that is what weakens the immune system. So what a gentle, specific chiropractic adjustment can do is it strengthens, it re-regulates that immune system. It balances out that nervous system. It gets these infants, it gets these kids out of that sympathetic state. It balances it with the parasympathetic state. And that is what allows them the ability to be able to fight off, kill off whatever it is they're fighting in a lot quicker time frame. And I know a lot of you, there's probably many of you who have a misconception of what that adjustment looks like on an infant or a kid, but an adjustment on an infant is literally like this. It's a pressure no more than you would put to check the ripeness of a tomato. Very light pressure. There's no twisting, there's no cracking. It's very gentle, but it's very specific, and if it's done on the right bone in the right place and at the right time, it can make a world of a difference. So I know that was brief. I'm gonna keep it that way. I'm actually gonna be doing a workshop in my office the end of this month. So if you guys would like to learn more, if you would like to know more, we're gonna be posting lots of things on our Facebook page. So if you haven't already, like our page, follow us. You'll get more information about that. I'm also gonna be doing other Facebook Live topics. They're all pretty much gonna be on infants, kids, and pregnancies, because those are the kids, these are the people that I love to help. So if you guys have any questions at all, please don't hesitate to reach out. Send me a message on Facebook, put them in the comments. I'll get to them eventually. But also, I hope you guys got something from this tonight. I hope it made sense. I know I threw a couple big words in there. I got a little nerdy on you, but I also hope that it broke it down enough to a state that you guys could understand and get how chiropractic adjustments really can help boost the immune system, how they really can help these kids fight these sicknesses off, to help you mamas who are staying up all night, up with your kids, trying to make them feel better, because I know the emotional stress that puts on you. So thank you guys all so much for tuning in tonight. Again, I hope you got something out of it, and we'll talk soon.